Good morning, SKN. I'm Andre Cunningham.
And I'm Cortenza Carty. How was the weekend, man?
Weekend. My weekend was so good.
I didn't enjoy mine. Y'all, it was too hot. I had a headache. I was lethargic. I wasn't feeling well. I had to take too many showers, which I don't mind. Even down to my body wash was hot. My cocoa butter melted. So did my grease. Yeah, it was a rough one.
Yes, everything was melted.
Yeah.
Including my butter that I often like to left out.
Leave out?
Yep.
What?
Torrance oil.
Oh my God. You see?
I don't know what's happening, but something is definitely happening.
Y'all. I even think the beach water was too hot. Okay, enough with the complaining. We look forward to a magnificent Monday indeed, right?
Indeed. And let me also start with a riddle for you. What can run but never walk?
Water.
You see what you're doing me this morning? So easy. Let's get down to business. Here's what's happening on the local scene. This one comes to us from the SKNIS. The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission's NTRC within the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis signed a contract with the cable for the St. Kitts Health Services ICT project on Friday, June 2nd, 2023. The St. Kitts Health Services ICT project will be funded by the Universal Service Fund, USF. The contract was awarded to St. Kitts Nevis Communications Limited, the cable, after an open competitive bidding process. The project, which is worth $3.3 million, consists of two components. One, to supply, install, and commission a wide area network between the Joseph N. France General Hospital and the other 17 health facilities, and the training of persons who will be involved in the operations of the network. And two, the provision of internet for a 5-year period. Director of the NTRC, Erwin Williams, said, quote, "We are here to sign a contract under the framework of the Universal Service Fund. This fund is a fund that is contributory by telecommunications providers in which they provide 1% of their gross annual revenue to the fund. The fund under the regulatory framework is a special vehicle in that the fund is used to provide telecommunications services, cutting-edge technologies in the areas of public health, public education, public safety, and public security, among other things," end quote.
That's good. That's good that all the health facilities will have, how should I say, a better means or a next means of communication, because I don't want anybody to feel that communication.
And I'm happy that a local company get the bid as well,
Yeah,
the cable.
exactly.
So
The cable.
shout out to the cable. Congrats.
Indeed. As we continue now, the story comes from Win Media SKN. The 9th hosting of the Nevis Mango Festival is set to kick off, and according to Nevis Tourism Authority CEO Devon Liebert, it is a precursor to the 10th hosting of the festival in 2024. Juliet Bodley, the Jamaican actor, comedian, and social media personality better known as Julie Mango, is the guest host for this year's Mango Festival. Some of the events throughout the weekend include the opening day of Mango Lime at the Indian Castle Fruit Orchard on June 30th, a dinner at Mount Nevis Hotel for the Super Club event on July 1st, for the Love of Mango Day at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park on July 2nd, and more. The weekend's climax for the Love of Mangoes Day will feature 32 local chefs and restaurants participating in the event to present various dishes and mangoes to the general public. Premier of Nevis, Honorable Mark Brantley, during the June 2nd press conference, expressed the festival's aim, especially during the summer months when tourist traffic traditionally slows on the island. He said, and quote, "The concept of the Mango Festival was created to try to attract attention for the jurisdiction during that downtime during the season, what we would ordinarily refer to as off-season. This year has been unusual because we haven't seen much of an off-season this year. The hotels are still reporting robust bookings, but we decided that we would stage this festival, and each year the festival gathers momentum. It has been going from strength to strength. It is clearly gaining a reputation and gaining traction in the region as an incredible food festival. And of course, based around what we say is the sweetest fruit," end quote. It is. And I'm so how should I say, mad at me that I'm so restricted from eating the amount of mangoes I would like to eat. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm eager to see Julie Mango.
Oh.
That actress, she's so funny. Hilarious.
So what are you doing? Swimming over or boating over?
Both. And still on the local scene, this one comes to us from the SKNIS. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is pleased to announce the Embassy of the Kingdom of Morocco's offer of scholarships to pursue studies in Morocco. In this connection, the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is being offered 20 scholarships for the 2023-2024 academic year. Please note that successful applicants will be required to learn the French language at the International Center of Languages in Rabat, Morocco. Individuals wishing to pursue a bachelor's degree must be 19 to 23 years old and must possess a high school diploma or an associate's degree issued in 2022 or 2023. Interested candidates should submit a copy of their transcript, birth certificate, nationality certificate if applicable, passport, recent criminal record, proof of vaccination, and a medical certificate at least attesting that he or she does not have tuberculosis or any other contagious disease, and that he or she is physically fit to undergo the course. For postgraduate studies, a copy of all the aforementioned documents should be submitted, as well as a copy of one's bachelor's degree and transcript. Doctoral students must submit the dissertation thesis prepared to obtain the master's degree. Please note that all information should be submitted to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs by 30th June 2023.
No, I need to go back to school, but I'm none of those ages anymore, so that does not apply to me.
I'm just happy to see that, they build bridges between these countries.
Yeah.
St. Kitts and Morocco. Look how far Morocco is.
Yep, and 20 scholarships and an opportunity to learn a second language. Guys, go for it.
The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is doing extremely well.
Yep, and when the opportunity presents itself, take it.
Of course.
Free of charge. Now for our weather, it's already hot outside, but it says it is partly cloudy with a high of 87 and a low of 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Guys, it's already 85 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's up. Just recently, I think Saturday, it was 96 degrees. Look at us. We don't need to be toasty, son. Be kind to us here in the Caribbean. Ladies and gentlemen, regional and international news up next. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. As we continue now on the regional scene, our news comes from Loop Caribbean. Former Haitian Prime Minister Laurent Salvador Lamotte has vehemently rejected the United States allegation of his involvement in significant corruption in the French-speaking country. Washington Friday announced sanctions against the former government leader. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony J. Bilkin said, and quote, "This action renders Lamotte generally ineligible for entry into the United States," end quote. He added specifically, Lamotte misappropriated at least U.S. $60 million from the Haitian's government Petro-Carib infrastructure investment and social welfare fund for private gain. Through this corrupt act and his direct involvement in the management of the fund, he exploited his role as a public official and contributed to the current instability in Haiti, end quote. But in a statement, Lamotte says, and quote, "Regrettably, Secretary of State Anthony J. Bilkin's decision is not based on a factual proof, but repurposed hearsay, dating back to Mr. Lamotte's time as Prime Minister from 2012 to 2014. Wow. So it's not true.
It's definitely not true.
I'm not sure, so we have to watch this one because he cannot. He's been denied access into the U.S. He can't go.
Right. But when will Haiti get a break?
Oh, Andre,
Haiti seems to can't catch a break.
We just need to keep praying for that country.
I agree. And here's what's happening on the international scene. This one comes to us from the BBC. China's defense minister has said war with the US would be an unbearable disaster for the world in his first major speech since taking on the role. At a security summit, General Li Shangfu said, quote, "Some countries were intensifying an arms race in Asia, but he said the world was big enough for both China and the US, and the two superpowers should see common ground." On Saturday, the US Navy said a Chinese destroyer sailed in an unsafe manner near an American warship as it transited the Taiwan Strait with Canadian vessels. China criticized both countries for deliberately provoking risk. The US and Canada said they were sailing where international law allows. Jen Li, who became defense minister in March, accused the US of a Cold War mentality and said this was greatly increasing security risk. In his speech, he said China would not allow naval patrols by the US and its allies to be a pretext to exercise hegemony of navigation.
Wow. It's funny how we fight over things that we came on Earth and meet, boy.
Exactly.
It's just a sea, but I guess everything has rules and regulation, but oh gosh, it's just a sea.
I agree. Every day is just something new. And that's all we have for you this morning. The latest in local, regional, and international stories. Stay with us. We have a fun-filled
Monday show, yeah.
Yep.
Marvelous
awesome lineup
Monday
for you this morning. So stay with us. GMSKN continues right after this.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Yo, you know it's me, Mr. H.E. Yo, make sure you tune in to Good Morning SKN Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Studio 327. Yo, trust me, the baddest show in the morning. Make sure you check it out. Wake up. Make sure that you are there from 8 to 10, Monday to Friday. Boom, check it. Rah.
My name is Cartel Food, Chairman for Panorama.
Hi, and my name is MJ Byron, co-leader of EBJ Harmonic Steel Orchestra. And we just want to encourage everybody to tune in every morning from 8 to 10 a.m. Don't miss it. Right.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is time for another installation of Quote of the Day. The renowned German theoretical physicist Albert Einstein is credited with saying, and quote, "We cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employ when we came up with them." So once again, he said, we cannot solve problems with the kind of thinking we employed when we came up with them, end quote.
Why though?
First thoughts on the quote.
I agree, because us humans, we like to act on our emotions. And so when we act on our emotions, we often get in trouble most of the time.
You're fine. But what I got from it is that not only that we act on our emotions, but what we use to solve problems when we were younger, we cannot use the same tactics to solve problems when we are older, because they might say, oh, you still have a childish mentality. And we cannot, as we grow older, there are certain things that we have to basically drop off. Or shake off, or not use anymore in our daily lives, because the way we speak as a child, we can't speak as an adult in an area with other adults or in a room with other adults. We have to speak in such a way that we'll be respected. Persons will understand our perspective and where we're coming from. So,
and as a good book says, when you were a child, you
spoke as a child. Exactly.
When you become an adult,
you have to speak childish things. Yep. The good book.
The good book we need to survive in this world
is in the good book.
In the good book. Can you imagine?
It is. Wow. If we only follow that good book, huh?
I know, right?
Oh gosh.
We have to learn to think in a way to think outside the box. We have to learn to think in a way to think
in a new way.
In a new way.
Yeah. And that is to think outside the box, as we rightfully said. What worked then may not work now.
Today.
So we have to be open-minded. That's the first thing, I think, because if we're not open-minded, then what's the point? Because if we're going to stay in our 2x4, the world isn't staying the same. The world is
Exactly.
constantly changing.
Yep.
Things are evolving, including technology, etc., etc. So we have to think outside the box as
I
well.
agree.
Like me, for the longest while, I wanted to be kept in a box because I refused to accept technology and the cellular phone.
And look at you now. Look at you today.
So I had to think outside the box, to get outside the box, and in various other aspects in my life. You know, I had to not be closed-minded to my own opinion, but open my mind and make my way out of the box.
As the world change, I think us humans should change along with the world.
Yeah, and we do, because we are adaptable, as we spoke about last week. Us adapting to 2020. How about that?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And anything that they bring in, they tell us we have to do.
We actually do.
Exactly.
We
Only
actually
some
do.
of us are becoming defiant, because I guess this generation is not one to I should say, toy with, because if they don't believe it, they're not going to follow the pattern. So you have to think outside the box. Next one says, sometimes we're so fixated on the problem that we aren't able to see beyond it in order to look for a solution.
There you go.
Boy, how often do we do that though?
We're often fixated on the problem that we aren't able to see beyond it in order to look for a solution.
To find a solution in order to get over it, and not stay there and muddle it. Oh, poor wise me.
But are you the person you would say that would think on an issue first before you try to solve it?
Yeah, you have to, because you have to think, because then you have to decide, how am I going to go about? What path am I going to take when it comes to solving the situation that's at hand? So you have to think on it, but it makes no sense to dwell too long.
But what if you're that type of person who have a big ego, so to speak, and you're fixated in...
Deflate the ego.
There. We have some persons are like that.
Well, you can't stay on things. Andre, we stay on that. The world is just going forward every day and leaving us behind. Imagine you being mad for no reason, getting wrinkles for no reason. The person you're probably mad at don't even have wrinkles. They don't even care. They're not even thinking about you. Blah, 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 blah. So don't. Yeah, I have to say blah, blah, blah for that part. Because what's the point? What is the point? Figure out the solution if it includes cutting loose, because some things in your life, sometimes you just have to let it go to be better and to be able to move on. So
deflate that ego.
Well, if you are an individual with that ego, that's my advice, okay?
Right.
Deflate it. A big ego gets us nowhere. We see most persons with egos, we're not trying to be liked by the world, but you basically are shunned. Nobody wants to be shunned.
Get rid of that ego, and eventually then you can find the solution.
Yeah, and stop fixating on the problem. Get over it, man. Get over it. Get over it.
Thinking objectively, not subjectively. Yep. When does it think objectively? What do they mean?
I think that same thing is not going outside of the box again.
Yeah.
It is important when solving problems. You have to let go of your emotions. Yeah. So although you want to stay and wallow in the mud.
Right. Carry on and carry on.
We have to carry on. I don't understand, why do we sit there and dwell on things that we can't change?
Because us humans, we think with our emotions and we live within the moment. Like we hardly see the brighter picture.
Exactly. Within the moment.
We think in the moment and not ahead.
Yeah, but we have to get out of the moment, because everything is just a moment. Time is fleeting. Nothing stays the same. Are we going to hold on to that moment forever, Andre?
We have to let go of our emotions.
We have to let go. I know sometimes the hurt is so deep, right? And folks, to each his own, because I can't tell you to let go now. Because for somebody, let's say, that's depressed, how do I tell somebody, oh, just do some exercise and blah, 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 and you're going to get over it? No, you don't know what they're going through. So we have to extend the empathy and allow them to go through the process, and then they maybe can help themselves. And with the help of the clinical psychiatrists and those other persons, they can help them through. But yeah, so don't stay in your problems. Staying in your problems for too long get you sick.
Yep, stressed.
You don't forgive people, you get sick. I remember Billy Graham said 75% of the sick persons that are in hospital, guess why they're there? Because of unforgiveness.
Wow.
I refuse to believe that unforgiveness and wallowing in these things can cause you sickness, but they actually do. Because imagine what worry and the stress is doing to your body when that person is free. You're the only person being held back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's sad, but it's just the truth.
But we have to work on our emotions, though. We must work on our emotions and let things go. Wow.
I've known families who have been at odds for years.
And they don't intend to fix their stuff.
They don't, unless there is something major like a death in the family, and then they come around. It's sad, but it's true.
But so when they come around for the death, how is it?
It's still not solved.
So the air is like thick.
Thick air.
Oh my God. Guys.
Think objectively.
Yeah, put aside your pride. I'm like, why? Put aside your pride. It's not everything that's going to be mended and it's going to be peachy again.
Right.
But at least
you try.
You apologize meaningfully or from the depths of your heart or heartfelt.
But what about that parent who, you have some parents who don't think they should apologize, especially to their child?
Lord, Andre, yes. I don't even know what to tell those ones. I don't even know what to tell those ones. But again, they have to think objectively and not just because they think that they're the adult in the situation and they're doing what is right. Because you're correct. Some parents don't like to apologize.
And they don't like to
wrong and strong.
Right. Wrong and strong indeed.
Wrong and strong.
They don't like to let go of their emotions. They think within the moment.
Yeah.
And sometimes us children see the brighter picture before the parents do.
Yeah. And us kids these days are pretty smart.
Tell me about it.
Andre, you look like you're hiding something. What is it you want to share with our viewing audience that you're hiding, Andre? I admonish you to pop your ego and bring it out.
In due time.
Why do I always get the in due time from my co-host?
Listen,
why?
In due
co-host, why do I get the in due time?
I'll share on a need to know basis.
So we don't need to know this morning?
Not this morning. It's Monday.
Exactly. Magnificent. Really?
Well, it's not, there's nothing magnificent about what I'm about to share. So.
How do you know? The magnificence of it might bless somebody.
Well, that's you, Courtney. You have a way to just spin things and spin it until it's out there.
But I'm just trying, to get the release. Remember, we're thinking objectively. We're getting out of the box. We're solving the problems. We're not holding on to the issues that we would have had.
I guess I'm holding on to my emotions.
Why?
Because we're human.
Do I need to burst into song? Like Frozen, let it go, let it go.
Listen, that can't shake me.
It would not matter anyway.
Nice try.
Man, I tried.
Nice try.
I tried. But it's only fair, guys. It makes no sense to hold on to things that are going to fester, that are going to cause you to get sick, that are going to remain unsolved. This is not unsolved mysteries. This is as the world turns. And as the world turns, you need to get your act together. You need to get things in order. You need to forgive. I know it's hard. We forgive, but we don't forget. But some files are just better forgotten in the cabinet, eaten by the moths, or whatever else eat flies. They are not worth keeping inside on the brain.
Yep.
And if you have an ego and you need to apologize, just apologize to someone and just move on. It doesn't have to restore any sort of relationship that you would have had, but it will be the betterment for both of you. You'll feel better and they'll feel better. And just make sure that your apology is heartfelt. No, I am sorry, but no, it doesn't work that way, guys.
I agree. Let go of some of those tensions. As I told you the
let go and let who? You see that?
As I told you the other day, like someone wrote, it takes 72 muscles within your face when you walk around and frown, but only 32 when you smile.
So smile.
Yes, and it's a fact.
Indeed. So stay smiling and stay tuned. We will be back after this, a short break.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao bango.
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana Lido, owner of Soul Food Kitchen. Make sure to tune in to Good Morning SKN on Studio 327, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. daily.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We frequently hear people say everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But how often is it said it is okay if we change our opinion? We often don't give people enough grace to have a change in opinion or perspective. So today, as we loosen up, we'll be discussing the question, is it okay if opinions change?
Yeah, it is. It is definitely okay if opinions change. None of us have the same mindset. None of us think the same.
Right.
What the opinion I had yesterday about something could be changed today because of maybe me becoming more educated about the situation at hand. And I am also entitled to not, maybe I was more ignorant yesterday. So today,
ignorant. Ignorant is a strong word.
Yeah, because I didn't know yesterday.
Well,
so I was arguing against it, like vehemently saying, this is it, this is how it goes. But
today,
something changed.
Right.
As I said, I either got the education or I learned something along the way that made me say, oh, okay. So this is what it should be rather than what I am thinking.
Right.
So, yeah.
But what about those persons who may think that you're a flip-flopper, so to speak? Like today you say something, tomorrow you change. Like persons will think that, oh, she's a flip-flopper.
Oh, no.
I mean, like opinions, you can agree to disagree. You can change your opinion, but there are persons out there who will think that if you believe one thing today and then tomorrow you change, like you're a flip-flopper.
Maybe something made you change it, and open-minded person are not afraid to change their opinion and explain why they change it. So both.
Why, what, and when? Those are my 3 questions. What propelled you to change your opinion? Why did you change it? And when did you decide to have that change of opinion? Those would be my 3 questions to that individual.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, what made you? Why did you? When did you? Just now? Because what I knew yesterday made absolute no sense today, because I read an article that came from a credible source that said this is not the way it is or the way it should go. Yeah.
There you go.
So indeed, that is what that is. So,
but what if you have an agreement with on a certain topic, or an agreement with someone, and then later on you have a change of opinion, and that person see you as it's a form of betrayal? I don't know why I'm being negative, but it's just the truth.
GMSK Nation, do you ever feel that my co-host over here has something to tell us, but he's not telling us?
I tell you, I will share on a need-to-know basis.
Well, I need to know now.
It is the truth. Like if you and I having a sit down today, and you and I agree on a certain thing, right? And then tomorrow, I change my opinion. then how would St. Kitts perceive me?
Because they shouldn't. Listen, according to Quora.com, changing your opinion is not a bad thing if you do it for a good reason.
But why would I change my opinion for a bad
Because
reason?
what mattered yesterday don't matter today. Plus, you would have learned something. Somebody would have shared something that made more sense. So you have a right to change your opinion.
But what if what I decided to say in the get-go, in the moment, made perfect sense?
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that. Made perfect sense to whom, though? Made perfect sense to whom?
I get it.
So, exploringyourmind.com says, and it was written and verified by psychologist Valerie Sabater, you have the right to change your opinion. You have the right to grow. Changing your opinion doesn't mean you're moving away from who you are. You're accepting that the path you thought was right wasn't in the end. You're also figuring out how to move forward with more perspective and maturity. Changing your opinion at some point isn't some kind of crime, and it doesn't make you a wishy-washy or volatile person. Do you hear that?
Wishy-washy? Who is she speaking to?
People who can open their minds, be receptive to stimuli, and are open to change are great at working on their personal growth. So, see? Imagine somebody using a word that we're accustomed to here in the Caribbean, wishy-washy. So you're entitled to change. Listen, one day you might want to vote for this party, but then when you delve in and you get deep and you have conversations with persons, you change to the other. Am I a flip-flopper? No, I am someone who is going to vote for something that makes sense for the benefit of not only myself, but for the benefit of the country and the people that occupy it, be them citizens or residents. So I am not a flip-flopper. I'm not wishy-washy. I'm voting on what makes sense and what is in the current climate.
I agree. But what are some of the topics that persons generally have change of opinion? I, for one, when it comes on to like religion, I don't like to talk religion.
I don't talk religion and politics at all.
Yes, but I often have change of opinion when it comes to religion. Like, yes, I'm a Christian, of course, but there are certain aspects of it makes me change my opinion. For example, they said you were born and shaped in sin, in sin and shaped in iniquity, so to speak. But I don't understand, like, how is it that a young baby who born and should pass away, how is it that that child is going to be judged?
Well, no, I think it's up to, I think it's up to 9. I think it's up to 9. It's either 7 or 9. No, they're not judged. They're just, they're lucky. They don't have any judging to be had.
But the Bible says you were born in sin and
you were born.
So, and for you to see,
that's why you have to choose. And that's why you can change your opinion, because you can come into something that is bad, but you have to seek out the good. And sometimes seeking out the good means leaving certain situations and changing your opinion, because maybe it started out a good way and then it ended up in a muddle. And what do? Nah, this is not for me no more. Isn't that a change of heart? Isn't that a change of mind?
Yep.
Are you wishy-washy? Are you a flip-flopper? No, you have to do what is good for you or what is beneficial to you. So Andre, have you ever experienced a change in your opinion? If so, what was this experience like? Sharing this new perspective with others.
Listen, you're putting me on the spot, but it has never been a good one.
Oh my God.
If I agree to something this minute and then I have a change in opinion, I'm seen as what do you call it?
Wishy-washy or
flip-flopper.
But how do?
Sometimes, and I mean, like, I would see it in a sense that I have evolved.
Growth is necessary.
Not everyone sees it.
Exactly. That's why when they can't evolve with you, guess what? We spoke about this earlier. Close the door.
Close the door.
Don't leave it open. Close it. It's time to move on. Andre, no one that started with us in life, except for our parents, who are in the land of the living continues with us, and maybe our siblings. We were friends with some of the best people. Are we friends now? No, because opinions change, times change, mindset change, friendships, or a lot of relationships change, Andre. Only, I would say, I don't know the statistics, so I won't say, but I'm sure only, this is me, as I said, I don't know the statistics. I'm sure maybe out of one, maybe two, I want to say one, 2 out of 10 persons who would have started a relationship in their young days would have made it all the way to marriage and are still going strong.
Interesting.
That's just me.
So you think maturity comes with wisdom? You think?
You have to. You have to get understanding. So how else do you get understanding? And you see, that's why Solomon, from the good book again, asked the Lord for wisdom.
Yes.
Because he needed to make decisions that make sense. And the earthly man may not have understood it, but
I agree.
Big man sure
life
did.
teaches us lessons as we get older.
Indeed, yep. And is it wrong to hold someone's past opinions against them?
This is why I keep on saying you are a
Can I give Andre some advice? Get rid of those people that you're around.
Sometimes, but listen, they keep me on my toes.
They keep you on your toes.
Yes,
but
these kind of people, they do.
So they keep you on your toes, but they're holding your past. The fact that you would have changed your mind a few times against you.
But if you don't know your past, like how you know where you're going?
Exactly. That's why what we failed at in the past should propel us in the future. Because if we're gonna let's say a subject.
Right.
Mathematics. We failed mathematics because we are bad at, let's say, algebra.
Right.
Just using it. We have to redo mathematics. Algebra is there whether you want to see it or not.
Right.
What are you gonna do? You're not gonna practice the part that you failed at?
Corty, you seem to keep winning this
No,
morning,
it's not about winning, but it's just about saying what it is.
I just feel if I change my opinion too often, persons can see me as a flip-flopper.
No, but it says...
I mean, change your opinion.
You're working on your personal growth. It clearly says that people who can open their minds, be receptive to stimuli, and are open to change are great at working...
Listen.
Are working on their personal growth.
Yes, I'm working on my personal growth.
Yeah, so they should allow you to work on your personal growth and not say you're a flip-flop or you're wishy-washy.
I think Corty needs to bring it back down. Come back down to us here on earth.
I'm right here.
But persons see you as a flip-flopper if you keep changing your opinion.
No, but if it's for the benefit of you and the good of you, it is necessary to change your opinion. Maybe they can even learn something from you saying what you said and changing your opinion.
I'm being difficult this morning. That's her opinion.
I didn't even know that. But oh well. So with maturity come wisdom. So life teaches us lessons as we get older, and we know that we get the lessons. Well, we get the tests and then we get the lessons, right?
I agree.
So that's how it has to go.
I agree.
And so it is justified. What? Life teaches us lessons as we get older. And so it may be justified that opinions change over time.
Over time. But if today you and I have an agreement and then 2 days after I change my opinion, you're going to say, but what's going on with Andre?
No.
Yes, you're going to say.
I guess I'm open to change.
You are.
I'm changing every day. I'm a butterfly. I don't like the same things. I get annoyed by the same things, to be honest. So, yeah.
Your opinions change because as a person, you are constantly growing. And sometimes learning new things and growing as a person makes you evolved.
You have to evolve. You must evolve.
I don't know why I'm stuck in that element.
You just want to be stuck and just not allow your circle to be wrong.
Opinion is right. There you go.
Your circle could be wrong. And you and your friends have to agree to disagree. This is just my words of advice to you. As I said, if it's not working, then you gotta cut and let go. This is like the get on the bunch that are sour. Throw them away. Friends of Andre don't get me. I'm just saying, But maybe.
But you're making perfect sense, though. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But I'm just saying, if I constantly changing my opinion, I might see it as I'm evolving, but others might think that he's wishy-washy, quote unquote, or he is a flip-flopper. Like if I'm getting up this morning and I'm saying this, and tomorrow I change for, whatever reason. Yes, I am learning day by day, and I'm becoming wiser, and I'm allowed to change my opinion. But then you have those folks that will see me as a wishy-washy.
Look at this. And this comes from personality and social psychology, Ian Hadley and Dolores Albar. People who feel good about themselves and have a high self-esteem have much more open minds and are much more receptive to change, not afraid of changing their opinions at some point and being clear about why. There are times when changing your opinion means growing, opening new doors, and quickly closing the ones behind you to move forward more securely and confidently. So I'm entitled to change my opinion maybe in the next 10 minutes, in the next 15 minutes. We can agree to disagree, but we are all entitled to our own opinion.
In other words, you're saying I should close some doors that are... I'm asking
GMSK Nation, how many times did you hear me tell Andre in so many different forms that some of those doors maybe need closing? The last one was to throw away the sour guineas.
I'm asking you though.
But I'm telling you, I told you straight up, you have to close some doors, because if it's not beneficial for you, if it's not growing you, but you have to make the decision. I can't. I don't know your friends. I don't want your friends to beat me up, but you have to make the decision.
You are right. As I said, I'm only being difficult. You know, I like to be difficult with you.
Well, you know, I didn't even know he was being difficult, guys. I don't even take all my poor co-hosts over here on days. But no,
you are definitely right.
You know,
I think opinion should change as we evolve.
And do you realize sometimes opinions do look? Let us look at our environment around us, political parties.
Right.
How many of persons that would have started with one political party has continued along the trend of the same party? And those persons are entitled to their opinion.
Correct.
They've probably been to all of the parties around the island, and then they end back up where they belong. Let's say per se. But is at that time that opinion and what that person was saying makes sense, so they ended up there. Yes, and what did society say? The flip-floppers, the wishy-washy, whatever.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if we look in our society, right here in our little federation, where would have all of them end back up?
Right,
in
back
the
to
said party.
Yep.
But they were entitled to change their opinion and hop from party to party to party. It is just for us as humans to just forgive them, allow them to be themselves.
Which goes back to what I was saying. If you change your opinion, they're gonna see you as a flip-flopper.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what most persons probably in the Federation said about those persons that moved around the parties. Oh,
and you can't blame them from saying that.
He ain't come up a red. He ain't come up a yellow. Okay. How come he gone over by red? How come he gone? But he's orange now. And it is all because of opinions. So my opinion didn't matter to you. So I closed that door, and guess what I did? I went and started my own thing.
There you go.
So you see,
if you look into it, that individual probably evolved more than you and I do.
Exactly.
I am here sitting and chastising he or she, saying they are a flip-flopper, but at the same time they are evolving.
And they felt that they needed growth, and at that point they weren't getting the growth, or they weren't getting the stimuli they needed to achieve the growth, so they had to go to grow.
I agree.
Look at that. Go to grow. Do you see how the universe works? Go to grow.
Of course. Corty for president.
President of what? But yeah, sometimes you gotta go to grow. So if you feel that you no longer fit in that box, you no longer fit that mold, you have to come out of the mold. Because guys, we guys and gals, we weren't born this big. Yep. We weren't born this educated. We weren't born with wisdom. We got all of these attributes over a period of time. We got the test, and then we learned the lesson. Some of us actually learn the lesson and stick to what we know. Some of us just ignore the poor lesson and keep doing the same thing over and over.
Why are you glancing at me when you say that?
Because I'm speaking to you. How am I?
You're glancing at me makes me feel as if I am at fault here for having an opinion.
I know.
Yes, you are.
We're having a conversation. When I'm having a conversation, I've been looking at you all morning. Folks watching us.
Yes, I'm feeling threatened.
Oh my God. Folks, go to grow, okay? Your opinion matters. It is up to you to stand your ground and do what is necessary for your personal growth. For those persons who won't accept you for who you are, maybe it's time to weed out some of your grass.
Opinions do matter. You should have several opinions and feel free to change them as you go along.
Exactly. And for those around you that love you, they'll allow you to be you. They can offer advice if you're wrong, but
let they call you the flip-flopper. Let they say you're wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Opinions do matter and they should change constantly.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to change them. Let they say. Society will always say.
Always talk. Remember that the 5-letter word orders? No. This is about you. You matter. So go to grows on days when you need to, okay?
Absolutely.
You working with that now?
I will agree.
To this, okay. My co-host is a trip. GMSK Nation, stay tuned. We have so much more after this, a short break.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
It's your boy and Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moen Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Origami originated in China and was popularized in Japan. It is the art of paper folding. In Japanese, ori means folding and gami means paper. Traditional origami consists of folding a single sheet of square paper into a sculpture without cutting, gluing, taping, or even marking it. You got that?
Are you ready to do some origami?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I got that, but we're just gonna follow the instructions on the screen, but so there's no glue, there's no scissors, there's no anything?
And we're supposed to make something from this.
Anything but a plane, okay?
Why you have to do me like this, Kurt? Anything but a plane. Okay, I got this.
Anything but a plane. So we have to follow the instructions. Don't start anything yet.
I thought we have to come up with it on our own.
No, we have to follow the instructions. They're coming up shortly.
But I could make something from
a
this.
Plane? No plane.
I can make other stuff. I could fold these when we're in grade 2 and make fans.
No fans.
That's origami.
Anything that deals with the air, you are forbidden to make this morning. No fans, no planes, okay? No fans, no planes. So we will know what we will be making soon.
But
Let me hear it.
I wouldn't be using any form of glue.
No.
I wouldn't be using any form of
We're not using no tape.
So I could make a fan.
No fan and no plane. You hear anything to do with air, you're banned from making, kind sir?
Says who?
Me.
Says Corky. But it is an origami art. I just can't wait to see what this.
What is it we have to do?
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to both of us completing it. Okay, so see?
I'm supposed to look at that and make it.
Okay, let's try our best to make it. So we're putting down our mics and we're gonna try to make the origami bird.
Origami bird. Okay.
Wow.
Do we got a timer? Or we just...
No timer, because remember we have to get the instructions. So once we get the instructions, that's what we're making. So you actually can make something with wind, just not a fan and just not a plane, okay, sir?
Should I use one sheet of paper or all?
One sheet.
One sheet. Okay.
Yeah. One sheet to make this lovely bird.
Okay, let's go.
But where are we going? We have no I don't know how to make that.
Look on the screen and just make it.
No, we have to get the instructions. Oh my.
Start with a square piece of paper. Okay, we got that.
Is it okay to bang my co-host on the head on Monday? So we have our piece of square paper. Okay, so I wonder if we have to keep it in the same shape that it is on.
Let's follow.
Okay.
I know you're not good at following these instructions, but
why are you trying to get me? Oh my gosh. Okay, fold it.
Fold the paper in by folding the top corner and the bottom corner. Okay.
You have one on the mic to do that for.
I'm versatile.
Okay, you don't gotta throw the shade. That part is done. So folks, if you're in the office, just get out a piece of paper. If you're at home, and follow with us. And then guess what you can do for us? Send us a picture of your origami bird. Yes.
I'm a fast learner. There you go.
I was faster than you. Boop. Okay, and then we fold it over again. I'm putting on my mic. I have to beat Andre at this challenge.
Beat me.
Andre, I am known to tease my opinion at give me opinion. I have too much. My opponent.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
Listen, I could have made this without following the instructions. Yes.
But why is yours? Why do you want to float on water and you were told to make an object that's for the air?
No.
Just teasing him. I told you I get in the minds of my opponents.
You catch.
Alrighty.
But it's
so we fold the top down to the edges halfway down. Don't make this flap too thin because this will become the wings. Okay, so it's good enough. So our flaps resemble what we have on the screen, right?
So far so good.
So we flapping. Okay. Turn the paper over. Okay, so this way.
Yes.
I think.
Yes, it's over.
This is over. Okay. Yeah, we turn the bird over. Yeah, we're looking birdie.
There it is.
So what's next? Turn the paper over.
Take the bottom corner of the top layer and fold it up like this.
Okay, so just one part we fold it up? Okay.
Yes.
Origami is actually turning out to be fun. Okay, how high do we fold it though?
I think it's in the center.
Okay, I'm trying not to go too high.
Hold on, Cartier cheat. Hold on. Cartier cheating, folks.
Oh my god, I am so nuts. I'm trying not to go too high.
Okay, me win. See there? Yeah, me win.
We're not even done, guys. How did he win? We're not even done.
Mine resembles what's on the screen more than yours. Where?
You just look at my bird ready for flight. Your bird looking like a penguin. Mondays and Good Morning SKN are the best. We make Mondays magical and marvelous.
We do.
You know, we don't fall for the manic. No, it's not another manic Monday. It's fun with Corty and Andre.
But why is it that yours looking like the St. Kitts national bird?
A pelican?
Pelican.
Well, at least, you see, guys, you don't know how proud that makes me. At least I got a national artifact. Alrighty, so we got that part. Ooh, got that. Wow.
Fold the figure in half by folding the left side to the right.
To the right. Okay, so left. Oh my god. From left to right. Okay. Alright. Oh gosh. The intricacy.
I feel Carton said do this before.
No, guess what I'm doing? I'm putting on my mic. You're not putting on yours.
Okay.
So now you want to blame me for having a cute folding, huh? All because I made my hands available.
Carton, you cheated. She cheated.
Guys, aren't you looking at me? How am I cheating? Guys, my ears are empty as ever. He's gonna say anything. All because I'm quicker than him with my hands because I put my mic down.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Andre, projects with you are fun. I enjoy that. Okay, are you sure? Nope.
This is not it,
brother. No. Oh my gosh, Andre, I don't want to cry this morning. Please, I'm trying not to cry.
And then fold it. There. Boom. Okay. Got it.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
For true? Your bird looking like an albatross. Pick one.
There it is.
Okay, what's the other step? We got it. Well, let's get the bird on the way. Ooh. Whoa.
Now fold that same flap back like this to make one of the wings.
funny. Which flap are we folding back, y'all?
Yeah, they should have asked us the right or left. Corty, fold the right side.
Which one say this?
Yes. See, there I got it.
Fold it where?
Remember it was like this. So yes, and then fold one half.
Fold this, which half?
One, get the entire thing. This way.
Oh wow.
Yes, see girl, I help her. That's it. Yeah, I got it. See there, me win. Look, yes, that's it. Just like that.
This?
Yes. Yes.
This is a bird?
That is it. Then step 8 says to fold the other wing back also. So we're gonna fold this. It is indeed a bird.
You got your bird?
Yes.
So how come my bird looking like a cross now? What is going on? Why looking like it's a Good Friday here?
See?
How did you fold you're not done it, but how did you get your...
Fold this piece this way. See?
But then mine ain't looking like a bird though.
Turn it upside down. See then?
Oh my god, this is hard.
It's a bird.
It's a play. No, we gotta do the beak now. Where's the beak? Yeah. So where's the beak, guys? So we can get the bird.
Listen, I told you I was gonna win.
We gotta do the beak. We're not done yet.
Push the center of the head in the flatten. But it's two head. I don't understand. It's two head. It's saying to push the center of the head in the flatten. This is called an inside reverse fold. So
this part. Oh my god, how do we get this bird?
Push the center of the head. You get it? No, folks. She just crushed up the head.
How am I pushing? How are we pushing the center? So we're pushing. Are we going back this way?
Push the center of the head inside.
So
that's it.
Oh. Is this a bird?
That's not it.
My bird. Listen, this bird is hard.
See, actually, we should just stick to the fan and airplane.
Listen, this is my bird.
See me get it. I got it.
So how you did that? You push it back, and then you bring the bird forward.
I got it.
Now my bird don't want to stand up.
So how yours are stand up and mine can't stand up? Why is ours?
Why my bird?
See mine sit there. Mine look
my bird look like a pelican.
Mine is a real bird. Look. My bird seems like you got a bruise. Flattering.
Yo, who's got the real bird?
See, perfect. See here, look.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. So why is it my bird's getting no love? Your bird keeps falling out of the nest. Look at my bird. Look at my bird. Y'all gotta tell me this is a bird.
This is the origami right here. This
is the original bird. Look at that. My bird is stable. My bird's not falling out. Your bird's flying too.
Your bird damaged a wing. It's fluttering. Look.
My bird has not moved. Look at your bird.
Hold on. Let me do this. There it is.
I hope you had as much fun as we did making our birds, and Andre bird just intends to fall out of the nest.
There it is. I told you I would have got it. That is the bird right. You see what happened a while ago, folks?
Okay, wow, this is fun. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
Our birds are ready to take flight.
Origami.
Flip.
I love it.
Ooh, yeah, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. Thanks for all the help.
Can we exchange? Mine looks better than hers, right? Mine's look better than yours.
Alrighty, guys. Oh, well, there you have it. We hope you got your bird as good as we got our bird, or even better. Remember to send us a picture and let us know how hard or how easy it was for you in the comments below. We'll be back in a flash. Stay tuned.
Yo, you know it's me, Mr. H.E. Yo, make sure you tune in to Good Morning SKN Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. at Studio 327. Yo, trust me, the baddest show in the morning. Make sure you check it out. Wake up. Make sure that you are there from 8 to 10, Monday to Friday. Boom, check it. Rah.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First, you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Hey, good morning. This is Alberto Hewlett from Graphixicated. Join Good Morning SKN from 8 to 10 every morning at Studio 327.
Good morning, SKN. It's World Environmental Day. This is the biggest international celebration for the environment and has been held annually since the 5th of June 1973. This means that today marks 50 years of World Environment Day. On this day, many countries around the world are raising awareness and action for the protection of the environment, and our little Twin Island Federation is one of those countries. Today, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Eric Brown, Forestry Officer in the Department of Environment. Dr. Brown is here to share his expertise on the importance of protecting our environment. Dr. Eric, welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning. It's a pleasure being here once again.
Yes.
Indeed. Happy to have you.
We enjoy having you.
So could you share with us your thoughts, firstly, on the theme, solutions to plastic pollution?
Now, many persons would, you just said what my post is, forestry officer, and many persons out there probably say, how does that relate to plastics at all? Well, it does. The reason why is that plastic affects all of us, all our lives, in every area. And solutions to plastic pollution, it is quite important that we actually focus on this more than ever. We started, you said this is make 50 years. Now, if you have been fighting something for 50 long years, then you know it's something significant.
Indeed.
And if after 50 years we're still fighting, it means we either not doing enough or we're not doing what's right.
Exactly.
So we want to raise awareness, you know, because what you find is that if for 50 years you're talking about a trend.
Yes.
So we endeavor is to change the mindset of persons when it comes to plastics, especially single-use plastics. Now, plastics have become essential in our lives. Just about every container is plastic. We use plastic just about anything because of the versatility of plastics. It has taken over our lives. Now, especially the single-use plastics, which are, these are plastics that you use once and you discard. You throw it away. The throwing away part is what is the main problem and where we have to find solutions to. Because when we discard them, where do they go? They don't just disappear. It's not like a banana peel or a mango peel that we throw it away and you come back a few weeks later and it's like, hey, it disappeared because it incorporates itself back into the soil and is helpful for the environment. Plastics are not so.
No.
Plastics will remain for years upon years. You could bury them.
And you dig up and you'll still find a piece.
We here 50 years fighting. And I will guarantee you, there are places you will go where they buried plastics 50 years ago.
And
they're still there.
Wow.
Now, they try to improve on the plastics, and so you see they come up with certain modifications. But we must remember, plastic is chemically produced.
It is.
And so the plastics that we have today, especially single-use plastics, they break down. But they do not dissolve completely. They break down to what we call microplastics. They're still plastics. Just break down to smaller bits
pieces.
Pieces.
I noticed that about the plastic.
And when we say micro, we are talking about, okay, you know, break down so much that your naked eye can see it. But it's there and its properties still giving out the effects as the huge pieces. Microplastics breaks down, they stay in the soil. They do not give nutrients to plants.
No.
They just stay there. These are made, also gives off contaminants, other chemicals in the soil that are harmful for the microorganisms, harmful for the plants. The microplastics also goes into the water system. And so you may find that many times, based on how close to the surface your water supply is, you may be drinking water and plastic.
Wow.
They make their way into the sea. And I'm sure you like your seafood, isn't it?
Yeah.
You like your fish.
Yeah.
Well, you know, your fish may come in a plastic bag, but the fish may come with plastic bag inside because they eat these plastics. And then you find they incorporate it when you're frying your nice fish and you're enjoying your fish, it's fish and plastic. So it's fried plastic you're having, grilled plastic you're having. And these get incorporated into our bodies. As I said, they still give off chemicals. So you see the rampant increase in non-communicable, in like cancers, right? And all of these things, even in the environment. One would tell you, if you're drinking a bottle of water, don't leave it in your vehicle.
Yeah.
Because the heat from it would cause those chemicals to seep back into that water, and then they'll be harmful for your health.
Consumption,
right?
yes.
We look around our communities, and in every avenue, we see plastic. This is why we want to change the mindset of people. When you drink your water, you eat your biscuit, and you just throw them down in the bush because you cannot see them. At that point, doesn't mean you have gotten rid of it.
Yes.
It is there. And over time, they piled up. You see the Green Valley Festival just finished there. And it's disheartening for me because after the festival, even today, yesterday when I passed through there, you still go see the plastic bottles all over the place. We want persons to be more mindful, to dispose of their material, right? Be responsible.
Right.
Today is one of the Mondays that we're supposed to be plastic free. Why aren't there stringent measures in the island, well, in the Federation, when it comes to how we deal with plastics? Like in the BVI, you have to pay to get a plastic bag. They encourage reusable bags in the supermarket. I know that's something that we would have started here in St. Kitts. Some supermarkets, I still see they have the bags for sale, but we don't buy the bags because we don't see it as an investment. We think, oh, we need these plastic bags because we can use them in our bathroom, garbage, etc., etc. So we still want the plastic bags, but why is it that we don't have measures in place to basically cut down the use of these bags?
Well, that is why we're here today, to sensitize the public that ban you're speaking about is coming.
Okay.
But you know what other thing is, we when it comes to persons, you want a change. But you want a change that the person is conscious of that change that they're making. So that takes education. So it's a phased out approach that's going to happen. So all of this month, we're going to be beating the airways, right? And that's why I say thank you for having me.
Right.
Today is we're focusing on the single-use plastics. So today we're focusing on the plastic bags in the supermarkets. You ain't getting no bag from the supermarkets today.
So what could you reusable bag?
is on board. Rams is on board. ODB is on board. The others say they are on board. Not plastic. They ain't on plastic today. They're on board. Right? So therefore, persons, when you go to the supermarket, walk with your own bag. Otherwise, you're going to be walking out with things in your hand. But this, you see, they have reduced the price of the reusable bags, right? They ain't free. See, kitties like to an individual like that, but they want everything free. They did not get them free.
Exactly.
So they also are on board, and it's about trend setting. Trend setting. So therefore, we want to make single-use plastic, the ban of that. We want to make the reusable bag, we want it trending. So persons, when you use your reusable bag today, hashtag reusable bag, hashtag no plastic. Put it on your Facebook, on your Twitter, and on your Instagram and those things. Make it trending today. Because going forward, that's what we want. Right? We want people to get accustomed to. I grew up with my paper handbag. I grew up with that. You're going down to Rams and you're going to these places and they pack in your paper handbag. And I reuse that paper handbag because when I wrap my bread in that at night, you know, my bread is still nice and soft for the next morning. And we used to reuse that until you can. And guess what? When the bag can't go no more, I recycle that in the garden. You know, because that decomposes and gives back nutrients. So the reusable bag, that is what we are pushing. So today and every Monday in the month of June is No Plastic Bag Monday.
So the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th.
Yes.
You cannot get any bags from the supermarkets or any other establishments. They have to walk with their own bag.
They have to walk with your own bag.
Or box, or paper bag.
Or paper bag.
Or bucket.
Or even a bucket. A bucket.
Okay, fair enough.
Dr. Eric, you are a forestry officer.
Yes.
Can you share with the public what are some of your roles and responsibilities as a forest officer?
As the forest officer, responsible for conserving, preserving, and protecting our forested areas and any issues related to trees, right? And any ecosystem that's related to the forest, including the guts, right? And so we are responsible for looking over them. We are the stewards of these areas. And why is it fitting that you have a tree man talking about plastics? Is because plastic has become a great issue for us in the forest. Along the forest trail, we encourage everybody and encourage you all to come out to, come up and get a hike, to the volcano, do the pond, see about nature, tell you about the different plants which are medicinal and all the benefits. And you get a nice clean air. However, the issue is this. Persons go in. They come in with their water bottles because we encourage you to bring your water and everything. They come in with their snacks. But they just discard these things in the forested areas.
Leave them up there.
Right? And I wonder what people think. Garbage truck don't go up there. He can't go up there. They can't go up there.
Exactly.
Solid waste people don't walk up there.
Yeah, some of them know
But
that.
you come with these things in your bag. With your biscuit and your sandwiches. That's weight. You don't mind carrying the weight. But when they're empty and they're lighter, they ain't want to carry the lighter stuff.
Exactly.
So you gotta go work with a mindset and appealing to persons. You make it clean.
Leave it clean.
And
we were taught
right?
that, yeah.
But persons just keep coming and just dropping and things. The other thing is in the guts, which is our waterways, our drainage areas. Persons would leave villages, load up the pickup and the truck,
and try
go
in the
up there
gut.
and dump these things in the gut, right? And so these things stay there and they release in their toxin. And if that continues, that fresh, lovely air, you know how it feels when you're going through the forest, breathing nice air, man.
Yeah, clean.
Then all of a sudden, this weird stench just come upon you. It's like that is supposed to be here.
Exactly.
And then when you look and you see what it is, like a fridge, stove, mattress,
how did they arrive
plastic
here?
bottles.
Exactly.
I wonder, I look up about, hey, Mr. Monkey, is you using these things here?
Exactly.
Persons do these things. So we're appealing to persons to do not refrain from these things.
Are there signs though at the guts so that if someone was caught dumping, they can't say, "Oh, there wasn't a sign, and I was just trying to get rid of my garbage the cheap way"?
You see that excuse that you just put there that there's no sign. So because there's no sign, don't give you a right to do it.
I know, but then if the sign's there, they can't use that excuse.
Well,
How
the
about
amount
that?
of sign I got to put up. Then I can have a campaign against signs. Because I don't have too much sign. That will show the extent of what the illegal dumping is like. And the garbage that you find up and down the place in these areas. There's solid waste have the dump site for that.
Yes, but they don't want to pay. That's why I said the freeway.
Well, to tell you the truth, some of these people are paid to dump stuff, But instead of they pocket that fee and go and dump other places, right? But I've started to something against that, I started putting up signs. I start putting up cameras because I want to catch the person.
Oh, wow. So you heard folks, cameras are out there, stop littering.
Cameras up. I want to catch somebody and then
make them the example.
And then get some manpower to clean the rest. Because if I catch you and all the other sides then that have garbage is you.
Woo! And you don't want to be that one person because you didn't dump all of that garbage.
So if I catch you, you're responsible for all.
Makes sense.
But single-use plastic, that is what's on our mind. So for this month, we have some activities to raise awareness. We're going to be all over the airwaves. Starting today, I'm with you One of my colleagues will be on Win FM.
Okay.
Tomorrow they're going to be on the other stations to get the word out.
Okay.
Right? And we want to tell people no to plastics. Those you have, dispose of them. Now, we're going to have a phased out approach when it comes to the single-use plastics.
And when is that approach going to begin?
We do not have a timeline as yet because we are always still going through the process. And so the stakeholders still has to be, we have to work with certain stakeholders to put certain things in place. Right? Because the first thing when I tell you, you cannot bring in styrofoam, first thing you're going to tell me, well, styrofoam more expensive than, it's cheaper than the alternatives. So measures going to be put in place so as to ease the burden on persons who will be bringing in and those who will be the service providers and all of those things. So we're going to have a phased approach. We're going to start first with styrofoam and plastic straws. Right? And there are lots of alternatives. Alternatives that are made from bagasse. You know what bagasse is? Bagasse come from sugarcane.
All those bags.
You know, bagasse. The residue, the fibrous part, right? When you wring out the sugar cane and you get the juice, what is left, you process that, right?
Yeah, because the paper straw is not cutting it, to be honest, Dr. Brown. They're terrible. 2 sips and you're chewing paper.
So
bamboo, metal.
Bamboo, glass.
Glass.
And then you also have bagasse.
But for somebody who is a part of the forestry department, it seems as if you're encouraging destroying the forest when we're going to resort to alternatives such as cutting down the bamboos and so forth.
No. You can use forestry resources, but it must be done in a sustainable manner. Right? So in that, when I say use bamboo, you could rush come up in the forest and cut down all the bamboo.
Because my mind just ran on the one in Independence Square. Please leave those bamboo in the square.
No. It simply means these bamboo, and the thing about it, ain't that you just, the way the bamboo things are processed is not just you just go and cut any old bamboo and they deal with them, right? There are certain bamboo species that is also used for that, right? So no danger in that when it comes to the alternatives. Everything is about creating a balance, right? A lot of the alternatives are also made from banana leaves. You know, where you take the banana leaves and you process them not with chemicals, but you dry them, you know, a series of wetting and drying, and then you put them in a machine and you press them, right? So even regional, that's the other thing that we are looking into is regional also sources of these things. Not everything have to come from China and India and so. And this also brings up opportunities that persons can explore, right? In order to also to make these alternative products as well, right? So we're going to start with the styrofoam and the straws, and we move along to the cutlery, which is the plastic forks and the cups and those things, right? And then we're going to have a final stage where we'll ban plastic completely, right? But the general public will be sensitized as we go along, right? So this is like too soon, coming soon event right now. You know, be ready. It's coming.
It is coming.
Be ready. It is coming. And it's not like it's something new that we are introducing. Maybe new to us here in St. Kitts, but the world is moving towards that. There's just too much plastic.
Well, Dr. Brown, we are out of time. So can you encourage the viewing audience to beat the plastic pollution before we go?
The pollution, plastic pollution right now is beating our nation. So we have to find a solution. And the solution is found in you and I. It's found in what you do, what I do. Simple things. Reuse your bags. Use reusable bags. Dispose of your solid waste in the proper manner. So it's not just lying around and polluting the community. Solutions to the plastic pollution is right here among us. It's for all of us to consider and take the steps when it comes to especially single-use plastics. starting today, Monday, plastic bag, no plastic bag Monday.
Yeah. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here from Dr. Eric Brown. It is no plastic bag day at the supermarket. So, take your reusable bag or invest in a reusable bag today, and you take it every time you go to the supermarket. Leave it in your. I remember I lived in Tortola and I lived in Antigua, and I always had to have a reusable bag in my car because you have to pay, and most times they tell you they don't have plastics, and they do have the plastics, but they are just trying to get you in the groove of no plastics. So today, as well as on the 19th, the 12th, the 19th and the 26th, they're all no plastic bag Mondays. So incorporate your reusable bags. Ladies and gentlemen.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I must say. I must add quickly.
You go music festival? Is no plastic zone.
Okay.
So Music Festival has agreed to partner with us.
Yes.
And so the vendors will be using no plastic.
That's
awesome. Alrighty. So you heard it here first. So walk with your reusable. There's these nice cups that are going around. They're glass and they have glass straws in them. So walk with those. Just be careful whilst you enjoy yourself at the music festival. GMSK Nation, that was Dr. Eric Brown sensitizing us on the dangers of plastics and the use of investing in a reusable bag. Stay tuned.
What's good, guys? This is Savion Govayo, owner of Liquid Gold, Instagram Liquid Gold SKN. Make sure you guys tune in every day from 8 to 10 a.m. Studio 327, Good Morning St. Kitts.
Yeah.
An exotic experience.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Joining us is the one and only Kervin Benjamin, better known as Infamous. Infamous is a popular performing artist here in the Federation. He has recently been appointed as the first ever musical ambassador in the Ministry of Sports and Creative Economy, and he is here to tell us all about it. Good morning, Infamous.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I am doing perfectly fine.
Oh, so tell us, when were you appointed and how long have you been functioning in your role?
I have been appointed since November 1st, 2022.
Okay, congratulations.
Yes,
so you have a few months in.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And Infamous, share with us some of your roles and responsibilities as a musical ambassador.
Well, obviously to be a role model for one, and that I have been doing for quite a number of years, and also I will be running a program called the National Cultural Musical Workshop, and that will start sometime next month. We're still trying to fine-tune it so that when it gets running, it continues running even if I'm not there.
So what does that program entail as you continue to fine tune it?
Oh, well, basically just music, and we're working with the youths them so that they can understand the business, not just from the studio side, but legally as well.
Okay, nice.
Right. So it's a whole, it encompasses a whole lot of different stuff.
Okay.
And the newly appointment, what does the appointment means to you?
Well, to be very honest with you, I am very much humbled about it. You know, I've been in the game for 20 years now. It might not seem like that much, but
I know it doesn't.
It has been 20 years, and I'm happy. I am happy. I'm elated, and I am ready to work. Actually,
are you the first person in this role?
I am the first musical ambassador, yes, but I don't consider myself to be the first musical ambassador. As you know, there were greats before me, and I can name many of them who inspired me as well. So I am just hoping that I can carry on the legacy.
Well, congratulations.
Can you name one of them?
Masood Siddiqui, for one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, do you know that person? Have
I've
you heard
heard
of
the
him?
name, yes.
Crucial Banky as well, Mr. Mention, Mr. World, and a number of others. I mean, I got to call my Uncle Big last name as well.
Alrighty. So, what made you interested in pursuing music in the first place? Knowing that I find sometimes in the Caribbean, with the exception of Trinidad and Barbados, the smaller islands aren't pushed.
Right.
We don't really hear about the artists. So, what made you stick to pursuing music?
To be very honest with you, I've always been in music. You know, I was a part of the church choir. You know, that is
that's where everybody starts.
You know, and it was just a getaway for me. It was a getaway for me, and I understood very early that it was something that could have changed my life and my family's life completely. So that honestly made me stuck with it, to see how far and what barriers can be broken in the small islands.
Oh, nice, nice. I like that. Yeah.
If memory serves me right, well, I'm not sure of the very first song you did, but could you share with us the very first song you wrote?
The very first song I wrote, that I cannot honestly remember.
Yeah.
What?
Well, you see.
But I can tell you about, not because it's so much, right?
Right.
And it's been so long. But what I can say that Feel Like Crying and 21 Gun Salute were my breakout songs.
Yeah.
And those were in 2009, sorry. Yeah.
It was that long?
It was that long.
And it's still so fresh and relevant.
Yes.
What? Congrats.
So since then until now, can you give us an overview of your musical career?
Well, the overall overview of my musical career led me right here to be a musical ambassador, to be honest with you.
Right.
And this is just a transition that I personally wanted to make so that I could help the younger ones and the artists who are currently in the business, well, honestly help the government understand entertainment and entertainers.
Right.
So it is a partnership that we're looking to build on because it has been non-existent, and that is just about it.
So what part does the government play now that you are in this role?
So now I am in this role. I am going to help them to put a proper infrastructure in place, a solid enough infrastructure for the future, honestly, legally. And well, we are on a studio time and all them things that come into play. But we have to get the business side as well. Because the government is adamant that the orange economy must be booming for us to be sustainable. You know? So that is my part. My part is to just help the government understand entertainment and get it moving in the right direction.
Okay. You mentioned just now that you're fine-tuning some stuff. For those persons who may be watching and may be interested in attending these workshops, can you just give us a little taste of what will be there?
So I will be working closely with Creative Economy, who is also on board, and we are putting the website together so that you could apply there, and then we'll have a team vet to accept people onto the program.
Wow, so you cannot accept all at once, so it'll be different cohorts.
I mean, yes, there's going to be cohorts.
Okay. All right.
Earlier, Infamous, you mentioned that your career spanned 20 years. Would you say that being in the industry so long have propelled you for this position?
I would think so. I would think so. I think that the government and the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew, by extension, he trusts my judgment as I trust his.
Right.
And yeah, that's basically it.
How do you feel being a youth and having a voice at such a large table?
That's a good question. As I say, I've been relishing this opportunity for quite some time. So I am excited. I'm excited about it. As I say, I'm humbled, but I am excited and ready to rumble, actually.
Oh, wrestling over here. I like that. I like that.
And what impact do you hope to make on the country in your role?
To be very honest with you again, I am hoping that we can at least get at least 10 artists to understand their responsibility as well, and the role that they have to play, and get them out there. So that is basically it. We're here to work and get them out there. You know, because it's one thing to be here, right? But I mean, we could definitely get more Byron Messiahs as well.
Yes.
So that is where we are heading.
Nice.
You see, for me in particular, this is what I don't understand when it comes to music in general, when it comes to the Federation. Like, I've seen so many talented artists in St. Kitts and Nevis, but they don't really get that recognition until they go abroad. Like, you would see when they go to Trinidad or Jamaica, they finally get the break. And when they are out there now, persons try to claim them and quote unquote claim them when they're actually from the Federation, and they don't get that big break until they go to those larger countries. This is where you come in now.
That is also something that we are trying to work on, so that we don't have people claiming what is ours. So as long as we get the proper infrastructure in place, right, and they can work and operate from home, right, because we don't necessarily want all this money to go elsewhere. We have been leaving money on the table for quite some time, and that was because we didn't have an infrastructure. So my role now is to make sure that we understand that we can't keep losing this money.
Happy to hear that.
Right.
So who is the officer or the person you will be collaborating with in Nevis? Because we are a federation. So
yes, we are
together.
And that we have not come to terms with that as yet. But we are looking forward to working alongside Nevis as well. Right. But because this is a fairly new position, as I said, we're still trying to work out some kinks.
Right. Well, I hope those kinks will work out soon so we can all work in unity here in the Federation.
Indeed. And Infamous, what advice do you have for upcoming artists in the Federation?
Just stay humble, stay positive, and hard work will definitely get you everywhere. So just stick to it. But be as humble as possible.
I want to know, right, Infamous, I know you may have had some pitfalls in your journey, but who was some of your mentors that tell you this is what to expect in the music business? This is what you need to do because you're going to be taken advantage of. Who were some of those persons?
Well, my uncles, to be exact. You know, all of my uncles, I could name many of them. But they were the ones who really stuck beside me. And, you know, a couple of friends. And my mother, of course. But my uncles, for sure, they were definitely my foundation and rock. They held on, and that's basically it.
So they told you what to do. Did you Google anything of how to operate as a music
and
star?
The internet will most definitely be your friend as well. So I've done many research over the years. You know, so I was a bit self-taught with a lot of things because I did not have that type of support back then. Hence why we're trying to change that whole dynamic moving forward.
Well, I'm happy the dynamic is being changed, and I'm happy that you are offered the position, and we can expect nothing but greatness from you as you continue along.
Of course.
All right.
And I mean, my final question for you, Infamous. 20 years is no short space of time.
No, it's not.
But how do you manage to stay relevant?
That's
overall,
a good question.
He said, that's a good question.
That's a good question. I think that the people in themselves, they have really supported me. You know, it has not always been all me. I got the support from the beginning, and the wave just kept going.
Okay.
So it hasn't been easy to stay relevant, but as long as you get that 1, 2, 3, 4 hit songs, then you're gonna be alright.
So before we go, can you leave us with a line from your favorite hit song? You know we can't have Infamous come on Good Morning SKN and not leave. Well, what's the tune as we say?
Because we're on Good Morning St. Kitts. So me don't know about you, but me love St. Kitts bad. Me don't know what them a talk about. Don't read it, no?
Oh, wow. That was lovely. Infamous, congratulations on your new appointment. Do us proud. Stay humble like you are. And I can only see greatness coming out of this.
Thank you.
All right. And we hope this is not your last interview.
No.
To see you again
I hope that I'll be here very soon to tell you about a trip that is coming up. A trip to Jamaica. That will be my first ambassadorial trip. And I am going to be heading a delegation of 4. It's me, Dejour, IMAC, and Alicia Watley, who is the project lead. So that will be my first trip, and we hope that it will be a successful one.
Of course.
We hope that too.
Well, congrats again.
Thank you.
From us, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
And there you have it, folks. Mr. Kerwin Benjamin, better known as Infamous.
What a great way to end the show, right?
I know. It was an awesome one.
Indeed it was.
Monday.
Marvelous Monday.
It's that time again when we say what? So long.
Farewell.
To you, my friends. Goodbye.
For now. Until we meet again.
Thank you for joining us today, folks. Tune in daily where you'll find a little bit of everything for everyone. Get your friends and family to watch. Remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook and YouTube at Studio 327 Inc. and at Instagram at Good Morning SKN. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and share. Also, check out our website at studio327inc.com to learn more about GMSKN and Studio 327.
And leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. And see you tomorrow, Tuesday at 8 a.m. when you will wake up bright and early and start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. And as Infamous just say, we don't know about you, but we love Good Morning St. Kitts bad. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.